Happy New Year and welcome to part 18 of The Godfather. Looks like we're going to have to start New Year with bloodshed because of the fact that we are going to war with Mangano, even though we were warned multiple times, don't go to war with Mangano.
Honestly, you just can't trust the government.
Dominic, you're
Step
a good
aside.
Dom. But don't listen
Let's
to
stick
Fredo.
together.
Sadly, we have no choice. We have to jump to conclusions because that's the only way we can progress throughout the
They
game.
were sent by Mangano. I just know.
And that's the only way we can even go any further. So, with that said, we're just going to go over to Charlie Green's location. He is the only mandatory corrupt official. Okay, correction. The only corrupt mandatory official that's mandatory here in Florida. There's another one that's going to show up later on in the game. But this guy is mandatory because he's the only way to move the plot along. So all we need to do is talk to him, fulfill a favor for him, and then after that, we are not wrecked to trucks like a moron. Instead, we will head over to the Mangano's Chop Shop warehouse. By the way, this is the first chop shop to show up in Florida, and the remaining 3 are all in Cuba. So bear that in mind. So with that said, let's go over and meet up with Charlie Green. Ooh, I'll worry about getting some made man conditions later off screen.
You Charlie Green?
Maybe. Depends on who's asking.
My name is Dominic. I'm a friend of Fredo Corleone's.
Ah, Fredo. I ain't seen that son of a bitch in months. If Fredo sent you, it can only mean one thing. That one of you guys needs something from me.
I need bridge access to the warehouse. Your union guys ain't gonna help me unless you give the okay. Ask around about me. People will tell you I know how to return a favor.
Well, lucky for you, I have a situation on my hands. This new guy, Hector Santos, he's gunning for my job, but he plays dirty. I need him to disappear. Hector's been spreading money around, buying votes. He's even hired thugs to harass my family. Take care of him for me and you'll get across.
You think that Hector Santos would be far, right? Nope, he's right there. And look who's with him, Almeida goons. You may remember them from the guys who were stopping you from going to New York. Well, it's payback time, and unfortunately pulled the wrong gun for this. Oh well, no sweat. Might as well get something more powerful, because Hector Santos will shoot back. Just thought I'd point that out.
Follow me.
And yeah, that's it. Hector Santos is dead. Because a level 4 is more powerful than a level 2.
That Mangano warehouse?
Now then,
It's the only racket he's got in this.
be careful. Because even though throughout the entirety of this, it may look like the Granados can't attack you. But this is why I got rid of all of the made men. While you're doing this, the Granados will try to send men to attack you, and so will the Rosados. But seeing as how that one Granado guy is in Cuba, he'll try to constantly attack you. So what I did off screen was use a Granado sting to put him in jail so that won't happen. Now, all we need to do is drive over to Cuba, and my god, I got blood on my car. There's one thing that I kinda wish they had was some place to repair your car. But that's not the case. Oh, I did not mean to do that. But, well, head-on collision is head-on collision. And sometimes head-on collisions will actually kill the passenger and the driver. But not me for some reason. And I think the only time it does is if we meet head-on with a bullet and the bullet ended up piercing the window. So, with that said, we're going to be driving through this area on the wrong side of the road. Because Dominic just doesn't give a damn, as you can clearly see. And we are going to head over to the bridge area. Because all we need to do is talk to the guy who is controlling the bridge so that we can get access to that warehouse.
Mangano back. Show him who's in charge here.
Lower the bridge. I need to get across.
You got it. Mr. Green already called ahead with the authorization.
And just like that, the bridge leading to the right now only chop shop in Florida has been accessed. So what we're gonna do is drive in, but not too close, because if we go any closer, this car is gonna blow up with us in it. So what we're going to do is hang back. And by the way, this racket that we're taking is a mandatory racket, so that's why I'm showing it off. But also, this racket has probably one of the trickiest safes to find. This is another reason why I'm showing it off. So here's the thing. You want to try to make this easy for yourself, because there are 26 guys here in this racket alone. So what you want to do is pick off the stragglers. I want to say 20. I meant to say 25. But yeah, you still want to pick off the stragglers. And that is exactly what I'm doing right here. Because if we get any closer, honestly, we should try to pick off the ones on the roof too. But you want to try to also set... Actually, you have to set that tank on fire in order to smoke him out. Because that's part of the mission. And you're going to need to do that with several warehouses, or even do that with a couple of compounds.
Let's stick together.
I got another one.
But once you smoke these guys out, they're all going to be showing up, guns a-blazing. That's the whole point of burning the gas tank. And that's the only way to also lower the bridge that is on the top of the roof. No, I'm not kidding. There is a bridge on top of the roof that will not be open unless you burn the safe house. And that's the only way for you to get to the racket boss. Because of how complicated this place is. Now, I'm blowing a hole through this wall. And there's only 15 guys left, by the way. And this is how you get to... Oh yeah, he was expecting me to come to the door. Dumbass. This is the only way to get to the safe. Now, you want to turn not right. That's... Wait, that's not a circuit box. Never mind. You want to turn not right, but left. This way, right here. This is the safe.
Come on, come on.
Make sure you snag that safe.
Now.
I mean... Yeah, the safe
Today's gonna be a good
We're
day,
gonna have to
Dominic.
blow the lock.
is one of many collectibles, but people easily bypass this going into the mission for this racket. So I'm showing you how to easily get that as soon as you get here, so you won't have to come back here unless you lose this particular racket to an enemy family, which, by the way, if you actually space out your family, you shouldn't. You can also use the wire cutters, I should say the engineer, to get through this area too.
Dominic, follow me.
Now then, we're gonna have to climb up. And also, there should be more guards around here somewhere. And yeah, they are gonna be coming up from the roof too. Or in fact, they're all shooting at my guys right now.
Now let's find another way.
Pretty sure there's some more. And you can tell how many people are left in the on the right of the 4 tall guys right there. The tall guys are signifying maidmen. The small guys signifies the soldados and the guards that are taking over the base. I haven't really established the backstory for these guys because, let's face it, they just came in from Florida with Mangano. They were just minding their own business, and all of a sudden, we're the ones that actually destroyed not only this racket, but also destroyed their daily livelihood. So, yeah, the Manganos practically did nothing wrong. It's kind of a shame, though, that they're gonna have to die eventually. And that X would lead to the racket boss. And as you can see, their area is completely blocked off with crates. So we're gonna have to go back behind the fence, or vault over, one of the two. No, we're gonna have to go back behind the fence and go into the doors, or go into the door where I actually blew a hole in. Oh god, I don't have much weapons left. Oh crap! I just realized I didn't bring enough weapons for this war. Well, that's just smart of me. And we're just gonna have to go through this door here, and we'll find ourselves into a big firefight. Because as soon as we climb up, I think right here, we're gonna get shot at, obviously.
They winged me.
And we're shot at by the roof. And as I said before, there is a drawbridge here.
Watch your aim, cat.
And you're gonna need to use that drawbridge to get across to the burning roof.
Still out there.
But be careful. Thanks to the fire set by your made men, you kinda had to do this in order to get across to the roof. Explosions happen, and when they do, you can get caught and take damage. Funny thing is, so can the enemy guards. So they'll end up dying from an explosion. At least 3 of them died from an explosion, as a matter of fact.
Well, look
Whatever
what we found.
didn't get killed from gunfire just got killed by an explosion, and the remaining 5 are all within the warehouse. Or should I say remaining 7.
What else?
Yeah, that's right, the remaining 7. And the only downside to this is you and your crew are in danger of being hit by explosions, as you just recently saw. But the only upside to this is everyone else that's here. Oh, sorry, I had to scratch my ear. It was itching me. It was right here, was just itching. Anyway, everyone else that's here can be susceptible to explosions, catch on fire, and, well, die. And there's one more guy, and that's him. Oh, wait, pause. The explosion just killed him, so we pretty much got this racket on lockdown. So all we need to do is just go downstairs, which is right over here. And now all we need to do is just, without getting caught in an explosion, go over to this crane right here, because the racket boss is at the top of the crane. I do believe that this is the only racket that does this, but there are several unique rackets that I may have to show off. It may take a little bit longer, which is why it's going to be a part 28. I mean, a 28-parter, basically. But this is the racket boss. And this racket boss, I do believe you got to hold him over a banister or threaten to throw him.
Your face?
So slams and leans is his weakness, basically.
How'd you like to end up down there?
We'll just hold Jim Bob over until he actually reaches the near boiling point, and then let's hold him a little bit more, and
I want a cut of all the action that comes through here. You got it?
Okay, the racket's yours. Just lay off of me, all right?
with that said, global storage is now ours. So now we need to put 25 guards of our own here. Unfortunately, because of what we did, there will be consequences. Oh boy. We should have never went to war with Mangano. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Because there will be hell to pay, and Samuel Mangano will make sure that we pay it. Oh, Jesus Christ, what have I done? Fredo, you fucking idiot!